So you are all instrument makers, and I'm profusely grateful for your making this step, because you are an exceptional instrument makers of instruments, designers of instruments on a mission. That's why you are here. Well, maybe you are just starting out, and maybe you are kind of new in this magical industry. And potentially you have been wondering, how do you get these consistent results even more frequently? How do you get the results that are predictable every time? And potentially because something was missing there. Your sense of confidence was somewhat lacking, and potentially your prospects felt that, and they were insecure whether shall we buy or shall we not buy an instrument from you. Maybe you are in your mid-career and you have found your something special, your unique self. But maybe you had this situation where you meet a client and the client just doesn't see what is so uniquely special about you, and they say, I prefer to buy an old instrument rather than a new one. And chances are you are an established instrument maker and you have been in this trade for many decades, and you just want to find how you can take your instrument making to even higher level, how you can make it even more special, how maybe you potentially can rediscover that original joy of creating instruments like the one you had once upon a time, a long time ago. So if that is where you are at this moment, how would this be for you if you could create instruments with absolute total certainty and predictability? Every single time you create an instrument and you have these predictable results. How would it be for you if your clients were not wondering what is that so special about you, but they would be captivated listening to your story about what makes your instrument so special, and they are absolutely inspired. They are all in with your story of creating musical instruments, and potentially they even see themselves in your search for your creative self. They see themselves, I could maybe do this same thing. And for sure thing, your instruments are very, very comparable to the finest antique instruments that are potentially priced today 5-6 figures. Comparable, and at the same time incomparable. Why? Because what you are creating is so uniquely you. So if this is where you are now, and that's where you would like to be, would you agree that we need a vehicle to get you from where you are now to where you want to be? And this is why we are meeting here today, and I'm about to show you this vehicle that is a system how to design musical instruments with absolute certainty. A system that is simple enough for even a 5-year-old child to memorize in seconds and remember instantly. A system that doesn't require taking notes or reading volumes of texts. Yet, it's a system that is sophisticated enough to create wonderful instruments.